Hi YouTube, this is my first look at the SoloStove Mesa. I'll be unboxing it, I'll show you my first couple of times of lighting it, we'll toast some marshmallows and I'll go through the specifications and the pros and cons. Here's the box it comes in, just looking all around it, it's quite a compact setup. So here is the SoloStove and this is the Mesa version, which is a tabletop fire. Yeah, just getting into it. It comes really well packed actually, and it comes in its own bag, which is great. So just opening this up, there's some paracord and a toggle. Just looking at it from the top, and then we'll take this out. So the first part there is the flame ring. Then there's the stand, and then the main stove itself. So the main stove is all in one part. The stand is to keep it off the table, to make sure that the table doesn't get affected by the heat. So the nice thing about this is that there's not much to assemble. It's really easy to put together. So I'm just about to light it. So for this, I'm using a natural fire lighter. My handy Zippo, we just pop that in. If you look, so that's burning really well. Now I'll start putting some of the wood on. I've got some fairly small pieces. As it's the first time that I've used this, then I wasn't quite sure how big to do them. And if you can see that the smaller pieces fit in much better. So this is one of the things to consider, the size of the fuel that you're going to use for this. I've got a mixture here. We'll see how it goes. I'm recording this on a day when my children and grandchildren are around, so you might hear some background noise. I hope it's not too annoying, but well, this is for families. So you can see I'm just deciding how much wood to put on and to get it going. As I said,
okay, it's fine.
This is the first time that I've done this.
I've got some thin stuff.
So my daughter-in-law was offering me some kindling, but I think I should be okay with this.
It's smoking quite a lot at the moment.
That's because that's not that dry, isn't it?
So I think to start with, there's a bit of smoke because it's not hot enough for the gasification to occur. And we'll see that a little bit later. This first part will be done real time, so you'll see it from start through to getting a decent burn. As you can see, Scruffy is watching this intently. One of the things I like about this is because of the 360 holes around it, you get a good updraft. So it catches pretty quickly and the wood burns well.
Then what do you do? Let it die down?
I'm just going to feed the small bits in. It's quite small, isn't it?
So at this point, I wasn't sure how useful this would be because it is a small fire. Just while this is going, I'll give you some of the dimensions. So the Mesa and stand together, the diameter is 130 millimeters or 5.1 inches. The height with the stand is 173 millimeters or 6.8 inches. And the weight is 600 grams or 1.4 pound. So it's burning well now, and it's not been going too long at all. Just to look from above, you can see I've put a reasonable amount of wood, but in reality it's only a few pieces. you can see it's starting to burn hotter now. If you look at the flames, you can see some of the gasification is occurring. There are a ring of holes just around the inside of the top of the stove, and this is where the wood gas comes up and burns. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a poke and see if I can get the flame ring on. So my grandson Billy couldn't keep away.
You watching the fire?
Yeah, you're okay there, mate.
So it's burning through the wood pretty quickly,
Smile a
actually.
bit. You look really sad.
And I'm being ably assisted by my daughter-in-law who's just out of shot.
Can you see the gasification? Around the edge.
So it's starting to burn really hot now. I think it's time to put the flame ring on.
I'm not sure we've got any.
I've got some.
Oh, okay.
So the marshmallows will come later.
Marshmallows. But we can eat dinner right here now, because now he's got a fire. It'll keep the flies away. Oh no!
So there's been a minor disaster with my younger grandson, but we'll maybe leave that until later.
You got some spare stuff? Okay.
So on goes the flame ring, and you can see now where with the gasification it's burning really hot. So I think all in all that was probably only about 6 minutes. I haven't been timing it, but really quick to get to a good burn. And then now it's just a case of feeding it. So I'm going to stop it there. I'll come back for the second lighting next, and then we'll do some marshmallows. Just for a check on the sides, you can see it next to a Beck's beer. So we've had some food and then a little bit of a break, and now it's time for some marshmallows for pudding. To light it, I'm just going to use a fire lighter, a natural one. I know it's cheating, but it does light. So it's smoking a little bit just as it gets going. Just waiting for the heat to build up. This is probably a good time to explain how I got this stove. I went to the Outdoor Expo in Birmingham in the UK, and this was near the end of the day, and I came across the SoloStove stall. I asked if they would give me one to show on my channel, and a really nice guy called Daniel was kind enough to give me this Solo Mesa stove. So this hasn't influenced my review at all. This is a completely honest review, but I found it a really nice little stove. I'll go through some of the pros and cons at the end, so please stay around till then. I will definitely be using this in the future, and hopefully I'll find lots of different ways to make great use of it. Now it's burning, there's hardly any smoke at all. Just waiting for all of the kindling to catch. I've got a load of small bits of wood which are just the right size to fit into here. And then I can feed the fire as it goes. And I've also got some marshmallows ready to toast once we get it going. You might hear a bit of background noise, it's the kids in the garden. So this has been going for about 5 minutes now. The fire's burning really well now. You can see the gasification in full effect. So the wood gases are coming out through the holes and you're getting these jets of flames. It's really beautiful and a really good steady heat. I think we're just about ready to do some toasting. Okay, who wants to come and do some marshmallows? Just while everyone's burning their marshmallows, I'll just go through the pros and cons. So the pros, and there are quite a few, it is easy to light. It burns really hot with low smoke once it gets going. It's pretty safe on the tabletop due to the stand that keeps it, so there's no heat on the table at all. It is absolutely perfect for toasting and burning marshmallows, and it burns the wood almost completely with very little ash. The few cons: it is small, so you do need to have small pieces of wood for it to burn effectively. Because they're small pieces of wood, you do need to keep feeding the fire, but that's no real issue if you've got it all prepared. And then one of the things I'm thinking about, it's not really a con, but I need to find some way to cook on it, because as this is at the moment, it wouldn't be easy to put a pot on it. But I've got some ideas for a pot stand, so maybe look out for one of my later videos.
If you shake it up, if you shake it up. Smile, boys. It's not done yet. Oh, right, that's good. Yes, finally. I see some brown.
This is burning really well. The wood burns down to next to nothing, and these small blocks burn perfectly. One of the big benefits we've noticed is that having this burning around the table keeps all the midges away. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please leave a comment. Why not subscribe or check out this playlist? Thanks again. See you in the next video.